I've been using different kinds of saws, bow and buck, and this is the Agua Boreal 24. I've been using the 21 for 2 or 3 years, which I really like. So I got this 24. I just recently acquired it. Actually came today. It got stuck in customs mailing for some reason, but for like 3 weeks. But anyway, I've got it. I'm gonna test it out, see how I like it. It's got the what do you call these teeth? It's not the all-around teeth. It's the extreme, or there's no rakers in here. It's just straight sharpening, cutting teeth. And there's a name for it I can't think of right now. But I'm going to try this out and comparing it in my mind with the 32-inch bow saw I was using in the last video, which I really like. But there's no way I'm going to pack that into any wilderness setting. It's just too heavy for me. If I was 20 years younger, but at my age, I'm packing a canoe and a portage pack and so forth for a week's worth of time in the wilderness. Lightness matters. And I could go without a saw, but based on my experience last year, I think a saw is a good idea and an axe is a good idea. So Casterman's Haxe with a 21-inch handle, 20-inch handle, which makes it into a comparable to my other small forest axes, but has some advantages. I'm going to be demonstrating some other reasons why I especially like that axe, and I've got this wood down here. I'm going to be processing a lot of it with that axe, as well as probably my forest axe. So I consider this the Haxe with a 20-inch handle to be equivalent to my other small forest axes from various providers, and it has some similarities and unique differences that I really like. All right, enough of that. Let's see how this works. "24-inch handle, or blade rather." Not bad. Didn't smash my fingers against the log a single time. Celebrate every victory. The Baco bow saws have that very nice finger guard. That's gonna help me sleep tonight. What is that? Maybe five-ish inches, maybe 6, I don't know. But pretty decent cutting. This is green wood. A little harder than the wood that I usually encounter in the northern forest zones. Let's see here. Just getting wood from a maple tree over here, the third of the four main stems. This is a good, steady, sustainable pace for me. I'm a little more skilled with my right arm than my left, but adequate with the left. That's probably sustained for a while with the left. Okay. I like this saw. A little heavier than my 21, but I really like the longer stroke, just like I do with the Baco 32. That longer stroke feels good. Now, I brought up one more chunk. Both of these small logs are a little bit bigger. The ones I had up here yesterday. Essentially another light winding down workout. Let's see what we have here. Easy swings. Let the axe do the work. Comfortable, relaxed grip. My feet out of the way. All right. another one nicely chopped nice. This is a sweet chopping axe. Okay. I don't know whether the saw or the axe was faster. Maybe after I get this video uploaded, I can check them out and see if there's any difference. Both feel relatively efficient. This is about the biggest wood I ever use when I'm out anywhere. No need for anything bigger. And the dead, down stuff about this size, it's nice to handle for small campfires. You can split it down into wrist size and half wrist size in smaller pieces, so you can produce the right size fire, right amount of heat for cooking. One or two person meals on a campfire. And this year I'm thinking about taking a reflector oven. If I'm going to be cooking on a reflector oven, I'll need a little bit more wood to keep the flames a little higher, to maintain a steady flow of toasty firelight into the oven where I'll be baking my bread, maybe a walleye. Count my fish before I catch them, you know. To be determined. All right, one more chop. We're past the point of no sweat. A little sweat. Good for the soul. A lot of sweat just gets in your eyes. In my video last March, that's about March, April, when I cut down the second stem, it was March. I was having a little trouble with my learning curve on this axe because I was chopping not too tight a notch, and as I got deeper into the cut, the side was bouncing against the side of the wood and giving me some false swings off the side. I've gotten used to it now, just a little training, and I don't have that problem anymore. And I make my cuts a little bit wider, which I should have been doing anyway. So I'm totally happy with this axe. It's a lot better axe than I am an axeman. So I have some skill. Even though I've been doing this for 60 years, I've got some skill to grow into. And this tool is going to be one of the tools that helps me refine my ability to chop and split, along with the great ones out there who do that all the time. Back in my ancient family history, my mom's branch of the family moved into the redwoods, just south of the redwoods in Northern California. And somewhere back there, buried away, I haven't found any much detail about it, but I have ancestors who did logging on big timber, Pacific Coast timber, with two-man buck saws and axes for felling, long before chainsaws came into the world. I can only admire and wonder at how they did that. I mean, it was the way of the time. Okay, that's pretty good. Focus the split some of it to finish the job off right. Not exactly dead on aim with that one. Maybe it'll be better with this one. Better. 80%. This is the one swing. You still see, huh? Well, that was kind of pitiful. First goal, just slab off this side here, push along, slant alongside the knot before I try to go up through the knot. See if that's how good an idea that seems to be. Okay. Gnarly little knot. No match for Mr. Casterman. Fine temper pilot. Stopper. Pretending pretty well to be a splitter. Okay, that's it for tonight. I have achieved. I've gone past a little sweat to because it's high humidity out here and rain dancing around. Now I got a little more sweat. Tomorrow I'm gonna do one of two things in mind. I got it's subject to time. I want to work on that little small baby log deck, and I want to bring the couple more of my Casterman axes out here to work on that. Just started getting a little more feel for the differences among them, and sometime pretty soon start working on that, splitting that. I'm going to try my luck on that wood with the small forest / Haxe axe, and see how that does. And then I'm going to use the forest axe, which is handle that stuff very easily. And then I've got a bunch of smaller limbs I've cut up. They're up on my back deck. I've been cutting up with my Silky saws, about 2 inches and 3. And I want to take that small forest axe / Haxe to those and demonstrate its agility as an axe that can split. I believe we'll proceed that it can split this stuff nicely, and it can also, you can choke up small chunks of wood, or shorter and longer chunks of wood up against the handle and hold it two-handed and just kind of tap split against the stump. And it seemed to work really well. It's got a nice belly in the axe that makes it so you can handle that, and the axe's handle is small enough it fits into my small medium-sized hands. I guess that's probably medium, and it seems to handle that very well. So that's kind of what's coming up for my next 2 or 3 forays out here into the wilderness of my backyard. Signing off for tonight.